here's the question. Do you have a safe space, whether physical or mental, that you escape to when you're dealing with difficult situations? What's that process like?
When I was dealing with that
I'm
situation,
talking about in general. Like you said, when you get keys, you might get anxious. I'm sure there's other situations. You said you see police,
right?
you might get anxious, or just life in general. When shit gets a little too tough, you feel the world weighing on you. You have a place you escape, whether it's in your mind or whether it's your writing or going of exercise. How do you get out of that funk?
It's crazy you say that. I would put music on and try to block it out.
What's your music to? What's your let me get away from this type of music? Instrumentals.
Yes.
Any genre or just?
I like trap instrumentals. Hip hop instrumentals in general.
Okay.
I had a lot of them behind the wall. I got a lot of them on my phone.
Okay.
I'm saying sometimes when I start, I just keep the earpiece on a little bit.
Go into your thoughts.
Yeah, just bug out. I don't really listen to people rap. I listen to just beats.
The music.
And stuff. It talks to me. Basically.
Okay.
Gives me ideas.
And it gets you out of that situation for at least for a little while. You're like,
Yeah.
you know what? Let me escape real quick.
Correct.
And vibe off of these hi-hats and shit.
Correct.
Okay. When was the last time you cried? How important is it to let out that emotion?
It's very important. Last time I really cried, was 2016 October. Something was wrong with me health-wise. I was in Attica at the time, and I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Wow.
Yeah, and that fucked me up a little bit.
So how do you deal with this?
I still deal with it now.
So, the crying. I spoke to a lady recently. She had incurable cancer, and she spoke about the crying and how important it is.
Right.
Do you do it often, or do you not try to let yourself do it? Because,
right.
like I tell people all the time, whether it's scream therapy, I go to a park and I just get the chance. If there's no one around, if I'm not feeling self-conscious, I scream. You know what I'm saying? Or even alone.
I would like to try that actually.
I recommend it. Do yourself a favor. Take a walk in the park. No headphones on. Shit gets heavy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just screaming shit, let it out. So I asked because men find it difficult to cry.
Right.
But you feel amazing afterwards.
That's a fact. Yeah, I still deal with it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. What do they call that? It's like dormant. Like
it's dormant.
Yeah, it's dormant. Okay. If I said it right, I'm not sure if I said it wrong or whatever. Yeah, I've been on the knife a couple of times to remove the cancerous tumors.
So you still deal with this now? Like it's an ongoing thing?
Right now, it's been a while that I haven't had any pop-ups.
But it's a concern.
It's a concern. Like me, another thing with the anxiety, it's crazy. I should have mentioned that. Like if I see a pimple, I freak out because I don't know if it's a small tumor growing or if it's a pimple.
Benign, some shit.
Exactly. Basically, that's how it started. I had looked like a pimple underneath my arm. I was in a box, actually, and I told the nurse, "Yo, I got something here, something wrong with me." She was like, she gave me some fungus cream. You got fungus? I put fungus cream on. I came out the coop. I'm in pop now. I'm wrote the sick call. Yo, listen, I got something wrong with me. They gave me another steroid cream. It wasn't working. So now we talking about. I'm using steroid cream for about 6 months. And not working. So I go down there and spaz. I'm like, yo, I'm not going nowhere until I see a doctor. I'm not going to talk to no nurse. And when the doctor was like, yo, officer was like, yo, calm down. I'm like, nah, I want to see a doctor. So when the doctor came, she said, what seems to be the problem? I said, yo, seems to be the problem is y'all keep giving me these creams and it ain't not working. She's like, for what? So when I told her my arm, she was like, yo, you need to go on an emergency medical trip. And they took me to Wendy's up in Rochester, somewhere up there, like Buffalo or something like that. They did a biopsy on me, and that's when they told me what I had. Non-Hodgkin's B-cell lymphoma.
Did they pull you out of the jail for that situation? Or
nah,
they just cared for you there?
Correct. Yeah, my first surgery. I went to see the urologist in ECMC in Buffalo, and they cut me on my arm and underneath my underarm and removed 2 cancerous tumors.
So first of all, sorry about that. Sorry to hear
Cool.
that.
It's cool.
Shit is insane. I couldn't even imagine it. You know what I'm saying? But now you're behind the wall and you're dealing with this situation. I can only assume the anxiety is insane.
Crazy.
So, what gets you through that? What gets you through that big, knowing you're going through this too? Did you have support outside?
Yes, my mom's, and in prison you meet a lot of good dudes.
Imagine.
There's so many good dudes behind the wall that people forget about. That got a tremendous amount of time, and I could actually get up with a smile, knowing that they're gonna be the rest of their life in there. And a lot of them dudes like they just call me their Junjun. That's my Junjun. That's the baby Cañona. Pull up. And they will, how you feeling today? Boom, boom. Come to the yard. We chill in the yard. Always.
They knew in there your situation.
Yeah,
Okay.
I told a couple of the bros what was going on. They'll make sure I was good. You alright? Come on, Cañona, let's go work out. And keep me on the workout. Shout out to my man Mikey Falls from Niagara Falls. When I was feeling down and out, and I didn't want to work out when I was going through my medical situation, he would actually drag me out of my cell to go out there and work.
So even it sucks.
It's brotherly love,
You know what I'm saying? Even in there, you're lucky enough to find people who had your back.
That's a fact.
And genuinely cared about you.
That's a fact.
And that's not the stories you get from prison. A lot of prisons like, yo, these guys, and those guys exist too. Those evil, wild.
Of course, yeah. I mean, listen, I seen it all, man.
But to be able to find somebody in there to be, yo, I got your back. Yo, come through, stop. You know what I'm saying? Get out your phone, because I'm sure you was feeling down.
Damn.
Are you married? Have you ever been married?
Yes, I was married. I was married for like 14 years.
That's the relationship that ended while you was in prison.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm legally divorced now.
Okay.
Got a new fiance. She's bad. She's beautiful. She's a good girl. I knew her since I was a kid, actually.
Oh, so she knows your ex as well.
No, she don't know my ex, but I knew her like growing up.
Okay.
Same school. Moms, I know her moms. Her mom knows my moms. Small world,
Sure, well, it's your fiance. Okay. Thinking about your own relationship, what's some advice you'd give your children and hope they take to heart?
Wow, that's a good question.
I'm sorry, you got a boy or a girl?
I got 2 daughters.
2 daughters, okay. So now that's a real one. Now.
It's a real good question. So,
remember, you're a man. Think about all the things you've done to women.
Exactly.
All them girls, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Now you're telling your daughter, give her some advice.
I would tell them like this. If you like a bad boy, pick and choose. Look at me. I'm not a saint. I would tell them to deal with a square, a working class man, not to call him a square, good guy.
Yeah.
Stay away from the streets. No, it doesn't pay off. I mean, it's fun while it lasts, absolutely. Glisten the glamour. But when it all goes down, it goes down.
How does being a parent change your view of life?
Well, being a parent, changed my view of life. As a youngster, I didn't really care. I really didn't care. You know what I mean? But as I grew up and had kids, I had to feed a family, So it made me a go-getter in 2 different ways. A go-getter to go get it at work. I was a working man. Then I lost my job and I couldn't provide. And that's when I turned to the streets. And I provided any way I can. And it wasn't the right way. I look back at it now like, I could have done something better, but at the same time, it was pain and everything was good. You know what I mean?
Good while it lasted.
It was great while it lasted. Did I regret it? Some people might say, oh, you seem stupid, whatever. But I don't regret it because I took care of mine.
And that's the whole
And I was a great father, and at the time I was a great husband. Yeah, you know, shit happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We argue, bicker, and bullshit. But I always made sure my kids had the best of the best. They went to private school, they went to Catholic school, and they still go to Catholic school to this day. Their mom kept that going. You know what I'm saying? And they never was bummy. You know, they ain't had to live the life like we went through as a youngster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Having to be ashamed of not wearing the nice brands and all that. I made sure they had everything.
Clean.
They were clean. You know what I'm saying? But I could have did better, but you know, I made choices, and I got to deal with those choices and them demons.
Okay. What are the good and the bad about having children?
The good and the bad about having children. The good is seeing them grow and watching their character. Like, I had so many.
Let me ask you this, part of me. You ever watch your kids? I love doing this with my kids. You look at your kids and you be like, they do something, some weird shit, whether it's with their hands or something. You know, yo, that's me.
Yes.
Like, you see yourself in your daughter. Like, yo, you see how she walk or how she laugh or some shit. To me, that's the fly stuff.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you get to be like, all right, we're all gonna die.
Yeah.
But you say, all right, let's say my daughter's 5 years old. A little bit of me is gonna live for a long time, and she's gonna have that little walk that I had
That's a fact.
for a long time. I think that's just fly.
Oh man. Funny you say that. Oh my oldest, her name is Chelsea. She's beautiful. She used to pretend to rap, like to be like me. She's put my goats, my chains on,
Shit like that.
Put a hat on, like woo, woo. I got a picture of it, man. She's fly though. But yeah, she does a certain thing with her eyebrow, like she'll do like poke her eyebrow up and like boom, and that's all me right there. Yeah. She don't look. She look like a white girl.
But you're gonna live on forever.
That's a fact.
That's fire. Okay.
And my little one, Maddie, she got swag. You know what I'm saying? She's swaggy. She funny. They both got swag. You know, they're just both two different characters. You know, so it's not like it's just weird that I created both of them and they just
so different.
Two different energies. You know what I'm saying?
But both dope.
Both dope though. They both dope, and they smart as hell.